Good morning all. Today we'll be learning to use the SUMIF function, and the SUMIF function is particularly useful when you're trying to summarize large data sets. Today the data set we'll be using is the hypothetical employee distribution of company A. Now, what we have here in front of us is the list of the grade levels they have at company A, the location where those employees are currently based, and the head count. So on the first row here, we have the managers at company A in Lagos, and there are 23 of them. Here we have 30 associates working in Abuja within company A. Here we have 56 analysts based in Kano within company A. So in order to use SUMIF function, what we'll be trying to do is to summarize key facts about this data set without exactly having to manually count. So for instance, the first thing we'll be doing is to sum the total number of employees in Lagos. Right, and the function is very easy to use, and so I mean within the next few minutes, we would all expect that we'll all be experts at using the SUMIF function. So as with everything else in Excel, to start you type equals sum, you start typing SUM, and then Excel suggests, so you see SUMIFs. So SUMIFs is a more complex version of SUMIF, and then we'll be dealing with that in a subsequent lesson. But today we'll be dealing with SUMIF. So you scroll to the relevant function, and then you hit the tab key, and then it gives you a function dialog where you can start to type your arguments. But as a beginner, it's better to use something called the function dialog box, and you open that by pressing Ctrl A after selecting the relevant function. So I'll do it again. Start with equals, as with every other Excel function, start typing sum, and then you scroll to the relevant function you're trying to use, which is the SUMIF. You either double click or press the tab key. So in this case, we'll press the tab key, and then you press Ctrl A to open the function dialog box to understand exactly what the inputs you need for the function are. So the first thing here that Excel asks for is what's the range. So now we're trying to sum the total number of employees. So what's the range we're looking at? So the range for this argument will be the range of all the states. So I highlight all the states across all the entries from the first one to the very last one as my range. And then it says the next argument I need is what's the criteria. Here, what we're trying to sum is fine. We have multiple states. We have Lagos, Rivers, FCT, Kano, Delta. But what we really want is Lagos. We want to know the total number of employees in Lagos State. So here we type Lagos, and Excel helps you put them in inverted commas, as you can see, because to type a word and to use it in a function, in an argument, you need to put it in inverted commas so Excel understands exactly what you're trying to do. Then the next input required for this argument is what is the sum range. So now I know you want me to look at all the states and pick out Lagos. What do you want me to add? And then we highlight the values for all the head counts. And that's it. And then we press OK. And then Excel gives us the number 146 as the total number of employees in Lagos State. Pretty much the way the SUMIF function works is we're saying look within this range, pick this particular value or type of value within this range, and then add a relevant accompanying value. We'll do it again, and this time let's try total number of employees in Kano. Total numbers of employees in, okay, so what we'll do is put Kano here so we can easily change it to any other state. Again, and then we'll write the function right here in the third column. So equals, we start typing sum, we scroll to SUMIF. This time instead of clicking the tab key, I'll just double click, and then I'll press Ctrl A to open the function dialog box. The first input for the first argument for the function says what's my range. Again, my range is still all the states, so I'll highlight everything, and then I'll move to the second input. What's my criteria? Since I've specified Kano within a certain cell, I can just click here saying my criteria is Kano, and then it says what's the sum range. I want you to sum the head count. I'll highlight everything from the beginning to end. Here, what I've told Excel is look within the states, identify all the places where I have Kano, and then sum the associated head counts for all the Kano entries. And then I click OK, and then it tells me I have 145 employees in Kano. And the good thing about writing the criteria out in a separate cell as opposed to within the formula itself is that here I can then change it, and then I see the function continues to work. So Lagos 146, Imo 119, Delta 179, FCT 130, and so on and so forth. I hope you have a good time using the SUMIF function, and if you encounter any challenges, feel free to reach out to any of us at Leonine at our social media handles. Thank you very much for your time. See you again soon.